Living just enough, living just for the city.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to New Jack City. Today we are talking about Saweetie. Saweetie is back in the hot seat. Now, as y'all know, I already made a video about her, about the whole Quavo thing. I'm basically just going to be retouching it because I guess other people agree with me, right? So, Saweetie tweets, Saweetie needs to STFU, okay, Joelisha. And basically that was a response to Joe Budden. Joe Budden had a podcast, I believe it was yesterday. And he basically said that what she did, he basically reiterated everything I said, but I'm not saying like he copied me or anything like that. I think a lot of men are feeling the same way. But Joe Budden basically said that it was the timing of her putting that out is very questionable. Same thing that I said. He also said that you've been quiet for this whole time, and now that Takeoff is dead, now you want to address some stuff. Why didn't you just stay quiet until, you know, stuff died down? This was not the right time, or it was very distasteful with the timing that you put this track out. Secondly, he said, let's just get to it. Let's just be 100. What she did was some BS. You need to shut the F up. And that's why, Saweetie was getting mad. She said, okay, Joelisha, like, nah, bro. Joe Budden said everything correct. Why would you put that song out? And a lot of people are saying like, oh yes, she ain't really talk. Well, people are saying that she's talking about Quavo, but she's not really talking about Quavo. She's really talking about Lil Baby and stuff like that, spending $100K and stuff. But it's like, bro, we already know who you're tied to. You are tied to Quavo. We know you as Saweetie and Quavo ex-girlfriend. It is what it is. So if you're addressing anything, we're automatically as fans going to think that you're talking about Quavo. Now, you know that as well as we know that. And because you weren't specific with any names, we're automatically going to think that you're talking about Quavo. So if you know that's going to happen and a death just happened within their family, their brother/nephew has just died, why would you put the music out? That's the number one question. Why would you do it? And I believe the reason why she did it is because her songs ain't been popping. As of recent, she ain't got a single that she usually gets. She usually gets a single during the summer, and then she has that single pretty much last her the whole year, so she can go get her bag. She can have an anthem going on in the club, and she hasn't had that in the past year. So she's like, okay, cool. Since I ain't got that in the past year, I can't find one in the studio. Let me just drop this little EP real quick. Get people talking about my name. That just happened. I don't really care about Quavo like that. Let me put this music out. That's what it was. It was very insensitive. It was tasteless as hell. And on top of that, there should be some repercussions for that, to be 100. Because like I said, if the roles were switched, Quavo would be Quavo would be 6 feet under right now with his career. Nobody would, every woman would say that was insensitive. Let's cancel him. Let's stop. Let's put a ban on the Migos making their listening to their music. We can't do this. We can't stand for that. But when she does it, y'all being so sensitive. She wasn't even talking about Quavo. And even if she was talking about Quavo, you're just gonna allow Quavo to talk his stuff and she can't respond back. Like, bro, this is the day and age we live, bro. Y'all don't want equality. Y'all don't. Y'all want superiority. I can't say it. Y'all know what I meant. You know what I meant. You don't want equality. You don't want equality at all. Also, there was another thing too about Saweetie. Now that was a Joe Budden thing, right? And then Saweetie speaks on Takeoff tragic passing. I feel like the world stopped. It's just really surreal. She don't mean that. I think the reason why she put that out there is because, again, she put out that mixtape or that EP. The EP has been getting, honestly, I don't even know if the reviews has been good or negative, but I will say this, it stirred up a lot of controversy. A lot of people are talking about it. As you can see, Joe Budden talked about it. I talked about it. I think DJ Academics talked about it. It was posted on Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked. So people are talking about what she wanted done with her EP, it got done. But was it good or was it bad? Right now is a very controversial topic. So I would say it's more negative than it is positive, because no one is saying, "Oh yeah, I like this song and these bars are hard and stuff." These bars are hard and stuff like that. It's only a few girls I've seen talked about, "Oh yeah, this EP was cool," but mostly it's just talking about, why are you talking about Lil Baby and why are you talking about Quavo? But this just goes to show, right, that people like her don't really have long-lasting careers like that, because they're not really artists like that. No, they're singles. People who make singles and people who are just trying to have a buzz throughout the, every single. I mean, no. People who have a hit song, but they never have an album that we can congest and we be like, oh yeah, we like and we mess with. Like, for instance, I'm going to give you a perfect example, right? Or I'm going to compare real quick. The Migos. The Migos has given us several mixtapes. They gave us at least, I would say, one classic album, if not one, two, but I would definitely say one. And the Culture album, when they dropped that, it was a classic. You got Slippery on there. You got Bad and Bougie. You got T-Shirt. You got On Call. Was it On Call? I think it was On Call. You got a couple hit singles on there. I mean, you got a couple hits on there. And the album was a classic. It changed the culture. That's why it's called Culture, right? You got one classic album, and they also put out more projects like Culture 2, Culture 3. I like Culture 3. That's one of my favorites. And you have people like her. Had a mixtape. Mixtape wasn't that good. She has hit singles, which the singles, I'm not going to take it from her. Her singles they be hitting. But people who make hit singles and they don't have a good album, or they don't have a mixtape that we can congest and it lasts through the test of time, they're always chasing that other hit. They're always chasing that hit. And if they're not chasing a hit, they're trying to be in some type of controversy so their name cannot be forgotten. This is what a lot of artists do. This is why social media is low-key kind of the devil, because what these artists will do is they will chase a hit, or they will chase some controversy so their name so they can stay relevant and they can keep at the bag. I can see in the future of Saweetie. Let's say Saweetie doesn't get a hit within the next 2 to 3 years. I can see Saweetie doing some reality TV, or getting into a high profile relationship so she can start some controversy within that relationship and basically just use that person for their clout. I can see that happening. I think that's what happened with Quavo. I think she was attracted to Quavo, but she was more attracted for what he can do for her career. Because let's be 100. Before she got with Quavo, we heard of Saweetie and stuff like that, and she was popping, but she wasn't on the level to where, she getting McDonald's deals and stuff like that on her own. She never could have done that without Quavo. But Quavo elevated her to a higher standard. The Migos has been on. They've been lit, to be 100. So, and they really got lit after that Culture album. Once that Culture album dropped, it was over for them. Like, career went up. So anybody who gets with Migos, gets with Quavo, or gets with Offset, or RIP Takeoff. I was going to say get with Takeoff, RIP Takeoff. But yeah, if he was still alive, if anyone was to get with Takeoff while he was alive, their careers would have went, skyrocket. And now that I just said that just depressed me. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna end the video right there. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got depressed just saying his name. I forgot this dude died, man. RIP Takeoff. Anyway, how do y'all feel about this? Leave in the comment section. Give this video a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. All right, I will see y'all next time. All right.
Living just enough.